Good morning. How are you? I know we are an hour and a half later. Sorry about that. Lots and lots of glitches. So hopefully right now we kind of hit those glitches. So we're going to start standing in Tadasana here. So make sure that your feet are facing me. Okay. Hope you can hear me pretty well. I'm going to place my hands onto my side. Let's just take a moment of breath here. See that you can inflate that belly, allow that ear to rise, coming all the way up to the neck, top of your head, open up the chest. Exhale, push the belly button into the spine. I'm going to round the shoulders forward. Just really slint, just really round. Just, oh. Inhale, you're going to roll yourself up. Exhale, roll yourself down. Inhale, roll yourself up. Exhale, roll yourself down. We're going to do that for 2 more breaths, okay? So inhale, roll yourself up. Exhale, roll yourself down. Last one, roll yourself up. Now when you roll yourself up here, hold it still in Tadasana. Allow the palms to face forward. Just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. See if you can count to 5 with your breath. So that was 1. That was 2. That was 3. And then another deep breath in. Exhale, that's 4. And this is our last one, just 5 right here. I'm going to take your left hand, okay? I'm mirroring you. Bend the elbow up and then allow the hand to elevate above as you turn your face towards the right. So your nose and your eyes are looking at your thumb on your right hand side. And you're just allowing the left arm to reach up above and stretch. Allow yourself to take deep breaths in and out. Hope you can hear the birds in the background. It's not the same like we would be on the beach, but it is our new world order right now. And then after this next breath, I want you to bend the elbow, allow it to come down to the side of your body as you roll yourself back up, coming to Tadasana. And just breathe here. Allow yourself to just remain in Tadasana. Breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. I'm going to do the same now on the right hand side. So we're going to bend the elbow, lift the elbow up, As we're lifting that arm up to the sky and elongating, we are turning our face and the nose towards our left thumb. I'm just going to take deep breaths here. Allow the hand to go straighter, higher to the sky. And try to feel and stretch from the hip joint coming up the lungs, up the armpit, right to the middle finger of the right hand. Just breathing here, elongating. That should be 5. So you're going to bend the elbow as you roll yourself back up. Nice and long. Come back to Tadasana. Return to 5 breaths. We're going nice and slow with this practice today. Allowing this to be our initial live stream. And just taking our time and energy with our practice today, allowing all the stress to remove from the body. Good. Upon the next exhale, I want you to push the belly button into the back of the spine, round the shoulders forward. Allow the hands to go onto your lap. Tuck the chin into your chest, and just allow yourself to roll down. So that belly button in, really pressing against the back of the spine. You're rolling yourself down as if you're going into a forward fold, nice and slow. And then you're going to allow the belly to push you all the way up, allowing the vertebra to come one at a time to stack, nice and slow. At the last moment, you're taking a deep breath in as you return back into Tadasana. I'm going to roll to my side so you can see it a little bit better on this side. Okay, so I am here in Tadasana. Upon the exhale, I push my belly button into the back of my spine. I round my shoulders, tuck my chin in, and I'm rolling forward. Rolling. Deep exhale. When I can't exhale anymore, I'm going to inhale. I'm going to hold the belly button. Go into forward fold. Oh, that should feel so good. And then as I exhale again, I start to roll myself up one vertebra at a time. I inhale at this point, and then come back up into Tadasana. Exhale, I'm going to do the same thing again, roll down. If this gets you dizzy, go really slow. Especially if you have a low blood pressure. You do not want to lower your neck too far from your heart. So you really always want to keep that head up, just like that, it looks like. And then slowly roll yourself up. If you can't tuck your toes, it's okay, don't worry about it. Just roll down as far as you can. That should be 4. You do it 6 times. Take your time. Roll, roll, roll. It's our last one, so exhale, begin to push that belly button into the back of the spine. Roll down, tuck the chin. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. So I'm just going to hold it here. So for those bodies of mine that have tight hamstrings, you get to bend the knees a little bit. And just hold it here. Remember, if you have low blood pressure, you want to remove the chin from the chest. And just look forward and ahead. Keeping the head elevated. And just roll and rotate the hips side to side. Allow the belly to push against the thighs, or allow the thighs to push against the belly. And just rock and roll those hips, going ding dong, ding and dong, ding and dong. Okay. If you can Extend the legs. You still want to move those hips. You can still touch the toes. It all depends on you. Listen to your body. Listen, listen, listen. Then you're going to roll yourself up. So if you are here bent, you're going to slowly, do not extend the legs completely. If you have your legs bent as I was doing, you're going to tuck in the belly again, round the spine, roll yourself up. Allow the vertebra to stack one on top of the other as you elongate. And just breathe here. Oh, that should feel so much better on the spine, hopefully. If you're a little dizzy, close your eyes for a moment and focus on right in between your eyebrows, right with my finger here. And just center yourself. Especially if you have low blood pressure, that hold right there can make you slightly dizzy. Okay, I'm going to turn towards you again. So because we're going to go off to the side, we went forward, now we're going to go to the side again. So lift that elbow up on the left-hand side. Bring that shoulder down, and you're going to elevate that hand. This time, when you turn over to the right-hand side, you're going to reach over towards the right. Keep that right hand close to the body and reach. Try not to allow the shoulder to come forward. Keep the shoulder in alignment with the other one. So the chest is open. Don't push the hips forward. We tend to do that a lot, so we're going to push that hip back. Behave, hips. I talk a lot to my body. And just here. Now, if your neck is not relaxed, because it can be, move it around. Move it around, allow it to just move. So the arm is elevated, and bend the elbow. Allow that release to come down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Okay, we're going to extend it, and then the right hand's going to try to join the palm, pull ourselves up. Return back to Tadasana. Good. That should be 3 deep breaths right there. We're going to go to the other side now. So the right elbow rolls on up. Extend up to the sky. I look right over my left. And I go a little bit, reach over. So I'm trying to bring that right hand to reach over to the left. Remember, this hip is going to want to come forward. So you're going to push this hip back. You're going to push the shoulder back. And then reach. So you should be feeling that elongation from this point of the body all the way up towards the pinky. Just hold it here for a moment. Remember, move your neck around. If it's not a happy neck, listen to your body. Exhale, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. It feels so good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And inhale, you're going to hold the extension and then elevate the other hand. Reach, reach. Reach. Yes. Delicious as that is. Bend both elbows. Place them down to your side as you roll yourself up. Returning back to Tadasana. And just breathe here. Oh. Oh. Good, that should be 3. We'll do 2 more breaths here. Oh. Perfect, there's the last one. Good. I'm going to move to the side again so you can have a side angle of what I'm doing. Okay, so for my level 1ers, my beginners, my not so windy bellies, okay, I'm going to ask you to hold on to your elbows just like I did right now. Because I really want you to push those shoulders back. Okay, I'm just going to hold it right here. And you're going to push the hips forward. So what do? I'm squeezing my glutes. And I'm telling my glutes to push forward as I start to lean backwards. You can keep this shelf right on top of your butt. And you're just extending the spine. So you're bending it towards the back, okay? So we're actually extending the abdomen, the front side of our body. So we did the back, now we're doing the front. I'm just gonna hold it here. Now for my intermediates, this might not be so hard for you. So to give yourself an extra challenge, you're gonna interlace the fingers and allow the hands to roll down. And you're going to pull those shoulders back. Pull the hand past the glutes. Okay, so for my extra bendy friends and advancers, you're going to go further down and see if you can extend the hands off the glutes. Just a little bit more. It's going to be very difficult to breathe, especially around here. So just try to allow the ribcage to expand. Okay? I'm going to return back to my level 1. Intermediate is level 2. Remember, intermediate, you're level 2, so you're here. Advanced is level 3. 2 to level 1 is right here. You're still bending backwards. Taking deep breaths in and out. Should have been like around 10 or 8 breaths right now, depending on how deep you were going. You're going to release the hands. And you're going to roll yourself up nice and slow. And allow the head to be the last thing up. Remember, if you have low blood pressure, you really want to close those eyes before you lift that head up. Take deep breaths. Allow the body to recenter. Allow the muscles to relax. Allow a gentle smile to come upon your face. This time I'm going to ask you to push your hips back as you slowly bend the knees. You're going to act like you're going into a chair, and then again, you're going to push that belly into the thighs. Okay, go as deep as you can go, not as deep as I can go. And allow your hands to touch the ground if you can. Press against the small of the back. I'm just going to hold it here and breathe. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, allow the knees to straighten up just a little bit. And just breathe here. Good. Try to extend your arms in front of you and come down one leg at a time. Allow the knees to come right underneath your hips. Going into tabletop position. Make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You want to make sure your palm is flat against the ground. Fingertips are nice and wide. You want to feel the center of your palm, not the wrists. So once you're adjusted, I want you to go into the slowest cat-cow ever. You're going to start in cat. So I want you to take a deep exhale, allowing the spine to round. And then you're going to go into a slow cow. Inhale, allowing the hips and the head to rise. Belly drops. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone in, tuck the head in. Exhale, inhale, come back. Now, most people, when they go into cat, they hold their breath when their exhale is just done. I don't want you to do that. I want you to just go into the exhale. Once you're done with the exhale, you can't exhale anymore, immediately start going into cow. I want you to follow your breath. This is a great pose to realign, reassess your breathing. And I am asking you to take deep breaths. So we are both different. I can take a deeper breath than some. There are some that can take deeper breaths than I can. Go to your body limit. And every day is a different day. Right. 2 more. I want you to hold it, excuse me, in neutral spine. And make sure that your elbows are really close to the body. So now, for my beginners, what I want you to do is bring your hands forward slightly. And you're just going to bend the elbows down. I'm going to keep my hips up. And then I roll myself back up. So, ooh, you're going to feel those beautiful triceps. So this is your exhale. And this is your inhale. And this is your exhale. Oh, this is your inhale. If you notice that my elbows are going right on an alignment with my shoulders, boy, does that hurt. Now, for my level tours, my intermediate, as I brought my hands in a little bit, right? I'm going right there. So, oh, my elbows are a little past my shoulders. So we are still going into that chaturanga pose. I don't want this because that's way too low. Okay? We don't want to go that low. We want to go an approximate right here. I just want you guys to work the triceps. Okay? See, the further away I go, a little bit better, it's a little bit perfect alignment at a 90-degree angle. The closer I get, the angle gets a little bit shorter, but I still want it to be right in that alignment, right there. Last one. Perfect. Now we're going to extend the legs out. Bring the arms in. And since the legs are out, it's kind of like an off-center. Okay, so we're going to go into a very modified plank. So I really want you to focus on the glutes and the abdomen, and then push back. So you're not pushing back with the arms, you're pushing back with the hips. Okay? So if I was to roll my pelvis like I'm doing, rolling my pelvis, I bring my glutes forward, and then I bring them back. So it's kind of like a cat-cow from the pelvis. This is your inhale, because if you notice I'm going into that cow pose. When I tuck my pelvis in and roll forward, that is my exhale. Inhale. Forward, exhale. Inhale. Forward, exhale. Now I know when we get into plank, it's usually an inhale pose. But I'm just going into a rock and roll forward and back motion. I really want you to use the pelvis. Tilt it up and down. Because soon, you're going to hold that plank. And you're going to breathe here. And this will be your inhale. Now mind you, again, I'm going to modify plank. My advances, if you wish, you go into that plank pose. Make sure your hips aren't up, it's here. Because when you go back, this is going to be your exhale. And when you tuck in, roll forward, that's going to be your inhale. And it's all, again, with the hips. So we go back to level one pose. Because when you roll back, this is going to be your exhale. So now we're reversing the breath. Tucking the tailbone, roll forward, inhale. Exhale, push the belly button back to the spine, push the hips back. Going into child's pose. Exhale, inhale, squeeze the glutes, roll forward into plank. Exhale back, inhale forward. Exhale back, inhale forward. Exhale back. So the feeling and the sensation should feel different now that the breath has been reversed. So inhale, it's forward. Exhale, you push back. So you're always engaging the abs. Before I was asking you to use the hips. Now you're not only using the hips, you're also using the abdomen. Okay, you are going to stay in child's pose. So bring the big toes together, separate the knees, push the hips back. Allow the hips to try to reach the heels and stay in child's pose for a moment. Allow the hands to push down against the floor. Allow your shoulders to push down against your back. So your whole back is trying to push back towards your heels as your hands are trying to push forward and down. So your armpits should be trying to reach the ground. A lot of push and pull. So through the push and pull, I just want you to breathe. Really get deep into the body. Get deep into the bones. Allow some slight resistance within you. Okay, last big breath here. Make it count. Take a deep breath in as you allow yourself to tuck in that belly, roll yourself up. Align the hands right underneath those shoulders. Align the knees right underneath those hips. I just want you to move the hips side to side. Really go into that ding-dong motion. We're not wagging the tail. We're just rolling the hips side to side. So I'm really just pushing them side to side. So with that, if you notice that my knees come together, and that makes it easy for you, go ahead and do that. Everyone is different. Respect your body. Good. So now I'm going to separate my knees, and now I am going to wag my tail. So my oblique should be now in play as I'm going into a slow, gentle wag. I'm trying to do some mini side punches, if that makes sense to you. And I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to tuck in my toes. I want you to act as if you're trying to collect something with your belly so you can push the hips up. So upon the exhale, okay, so you take an inhale first. Upon the exhale, you allow that belly button to push against the spine so you can lift the hips up, roll them back, slow, go into your downward facing dog. Adjust your hips, adjust your legs. This is probably the first time of the day that we're doing this. So make sure that you're going towards your heels or the center of your foot. Make sure your palms are really down. So you're not really focused on the wrist. If you notice, I can lift my wrist up. So it really isn't upon the wrist. It's really upon the cushioning of the hands. Make sure you can bend your elbows towards the body, towards the ground. And once you're there, just hold it here. Move the hips side to side. If you want to bend the knees, so you can really get into those legs, go ahead and do so. Make it nice and juicy. You know, I say these weird words, I get it. But it makes your body feel good and delicious. I don't know why, it just does. So just move side to side like I'm doing. You can turn and twist into that beautiful downward facing dog. You can move the hips. You can just bend the knees and pedal your feet. Do what feels good to you. And make sure that you can move your head around. Downward facing dog is supposed to be a relaxing pose, not a dreadful pose. If you cannot keep your legs straight, that's okay. See, I just bent my knees. And I can still move around, move my head around. Okay, I just want you guys to be nice and gentle with your body. Good. You're going to look forward. Oh, look, I just lifted my head. Ta-da! And I'm going to push my hips forward. So I can go and align myself into plank. Push my hips back. Go back into downward facing dog. So beginners, notice what I'm doing. I'm extending from the legs. I'm bending my legs. I can push my hips up. So this is an option for you. You can do that, or you can just drop down and then roll back up. It all depends on what your body can handle today. Respect the body. Okay? And dancers, notice I am coming a little bit different. Trying to get that nice little wave. Using my abdomen, using my glutes, using my internal core muscles. Dear, oh my. What a workout, what a build. Okay? So it all depends on you. My intermediates, you can roll forward, roll down to the knees, and try to roll up. It all depends on what you can do. I'm showing you different options. Draw them all. Try whichever one you can do. It's up to you. No stress. Okay? I'm going to keep switching just for you to see the different options you can do. Don't worry about my ankles, they crack all the time. Okay, just two more. On the last one, come down, back, tabletop position, everyone. Big toes together, separate the knees, push the hips back, child's pose. Oh. Whew. That got me shaking a little bit. How about you? Wow. Oh. 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 So breathe deep. Go really deep into that. Hey guys, take a deep breath in as you tuck in the hips, roll yourself up, come back to tabletop position. Bring the knees forward. Move the leg out to the way, so you're going to the side, so that way you can allow yourself to gently sit down. So I'm going to crisscross my legs. Depends on you. You can crisscross great. If you can't, that's okay. Then now I just want you to go back and forth again. Really trying to allow the spine, allow the vertebra to open its space, allow the disc some room in between the vertebra, so we can have a better, stronger, flexible, I like to call it yummy, juicier back. For me, my back has different flavors. It can be crunchy, which means it's really achy, or juicy, which is in the flow. I prefer juicy, but everyone has different vocab. As long as it feels good, that's great. So I'm exhaling as I round back, inhaling as I come forward, exhaling as I round back, inhaling as I come forward. Now I'm just using the spine, I'm playing with the shoulders, pushing my scapulas to push me forward, and I round, and I open. When I come back to center, make sure I'm right on top of my sit bones. So, one butt cheek I'm squeezing. Yep, this is it. Then I'm squeezing the other butt cheek. Yep, I can feel it. Then I squeeze both at the same time or simultaneously. No, relax. Perfect. I'm going to open up my legs. Okay, take my hands behind me, and I'm going to push my hips forward towards my heels. And I'm going to lie my back. Oh, wonderful. Back, good morning. How are you feeling? Tell me how you truly feel. So just like we did in Tadasana, I want you to just stay here for a moment and take 5 big, deep breaths, okay? So take a deep inhale, and then take a deep exhale. Take a deep inhale, and then take a deep exhale. Take a deep inhale, take a deep exhale. So if you're on my count, you have one more big breath to go. Okay, so you turn back to your normal breathing now, honey. I'm going to open up my legs here, so they're going to be open to the width of the mat, okay? Intermediates and advancers, please ignore me for just one moment. I'm going to speak to level ones first, which are the beginners. So I'm going to place my hands right here on my thighs. So it's, round. This is my hip joint here. That's my knee. Kind of somewhere in the middle. You bring the other hand in. I'm going to use my hands to glide me up and down, okay? If you need to use the elbows to push down against the mat to try to lift you up, do so. But I really want you to try to just take a deep breath in, okay? And upon the exhale, you're going to lift your head first. And you're just trying to peel your back off the ground. And lift using the shoulder blades. Oh, that's as far as I can go. And then I'm going to come right back down. Okay, so as you exhale, I just want you to guide yourself. Don't let the neck grab you. So we're not doing this. It's all about your abs, okay? If you need to use the elbows to do so, do it. Because when I use my elbows, my shoulders can round up. You can see I'm feeling that shake. And then, oh, I'm done. I'm going to go back down. Okay? So just try that. And you're going to come back. Try that, beginners. Okay, see how it feels, okay? Intermediate, I really want you to bring the hands, try to roll yourself up, going towards my knees. Ooh, that was good. And then I'm going to go right back down. Okay? So you're just gliding. It's just like a nice little glide. Okay? Advances, we're locomotors. So we're just going to go, oh, did I get it? Did I get it? No, I didn't get it so well. Oh, man. Inhale. And so we're just trying to get it. I'm still very cold apparently, so I can do the super extreme. There we go. Yes, I got my breath. Perfect. Inhale. Advances if you want. I'm going to go to that super extreme. Yeah, I made it. I'm going to go back down. Oh. So advancers, that's how far we want to go, okay? Go with your breath, please. We're trying to teach everyone to go with their breath. So beginners. Intermediates. Your legs are going to want to come up. It's okay. Oh, advancers. Okay, allow this to be the last one, okay, guys? So whichever you do it, so advancers, you're going to hold it right around here. You're just going to hold. Intermediates, if you can get there, get there, hold. Beginners, hold, feel the belly, feel it, breathe. 2, 1, collapse, roll back, open up the arms like a big, big T. Oh, breathe here for 5. Oh, take a deep breath, okay? Allow the breath to go up and down the vertebrae. Oh. Oh. Oh, good. Hopefully this is 5. If I made it to 6, I miscounted. I'm sorry. I'm just enjoying this pose. Good. So return to your normal breathing. We usually do one leg at a time, but today just take your time. We're going to do both legs first. Okay? Be very careful. Listen to your body. So if you particularly have a very tight lower back, I need you to place your hands underneath your glutes. Give them a nice cushion with your hands, okay? Or I can hold still for a moment so you can go get some pillows and get nice and comfy. The benefit of live video stream, I can't see what you're doing, okay? So just take your time here. Now, beginners, you're going to push the belly button to the back of the spine so the back can kiss. And you're bringing both knees into the chest. And then when you inhale, you're going to allow the feet to go back down, touch down to the ground. Exhale, you're going to bring both knees into the chest. Okay? So that is what you're doing. You're going to try to allow both legs to align. If only you can touch the big toe to the ground, that's fine. I just want you to feel the lower back trying to kiss the ground every time. Do not allow the lower back to lift off the ground. We're working the opposite hinges now. Now we're working with the hips. Before we were bringing and using the scapula to lift us up and go right back down so that the abdomen, the rectus abdominis can allow us to bend forward, up, and go right back down. This time we're using the hip flexors. Oh. The transverse, we're still using the abdominals. So most people say lower abdominals, but we're not doing that, okay? So I've been doing this for the beginners, the level 1ers for a while. So I'm quite sure the intermediates are feeling it on the advancers. So you're going to continue this. Advancers, notice I extend my leg up. I come all the way down as far as I can. And then sweep those toes, bend the knees, back into the chest as I extend all the way out. It's like a big, big circle. Sweep. And then be careful with your feet, you might get cramps. Okay? Now, intermediates. I just want you to not going to have to put the legs together as one big blob. Okay, you're going to push up, open down, and bend as quickly as you can. Okay? Let's put up, push up, extend forward, bend right around here. Woo. You're still getting an ab and a leg workout. It's just a little bit more expensive. So beginners, keep your, advancers, keep your legs together and make it one big leg. I'm going to go back to beginners. It's the honor system, everyone. Go to 10. Ooh, I'm quite sure the beginners have been doing a lot more than 10. I'm quite sure. Keep going. I'm going to make you guys do 2 more. Come on, we got this. Woo! Here comes the last one. Woo! And then lower those big toesies down, touch down upon the ground. Remove the hands off the glutes. Allow the palms to face up towards the ceiling and allow your hands to come up like a T. Ooh. I wonder, do you feel the tinglings? If you don't, I do. I'll fill them for you then. So I want you to open the legs out. Right to right, left to left. Bring the feet together. And just breathe into the hip flexors. So I really want you to take a deep breath in and out and try to see if you can push the air into these beautiful hip joints right here. Right where the bikini line meets. So where the leg and the pelvis meet, that beautiful line right there. I want you to breathe into there. Ah. Wow. Now, as the hip flexors are opening up gently with you breathing here, I want you to take the hands, okay? If they were out like a T, that's great. If you're placing them on the hip joint, that's fine. But right now, I want you to bring the hands towards the hip joint, just like I did, okay? And take both hands, bring the thumbs to the shoulder heads. Allow the elbows to align close to the body. Take a deep breath in as you extend those arms alongside your ears. And then exhale, bend the elbows up. Allow them to try to come back down. So this is going to be a little bit tricky for some of us, okay? Elbows come up to the fingertips touch the ground. And then you extend the arms. So the shoulder heads are trying to reach the ears. Then you're going to bring the fingertips back towards the shoulder head. You bend the elbows face up, and then you bring the elbows down alongside the body, and then extend the arms down. So it's a deeper breath, okay? This is your exhale. This is your inhale. And then you're still inhaling. And this is your exhale. And you're still exhaling as you lower the hands down. So really try to focus on the hands and the hips. Breathing deeply. Allow this to be the last inhale, okay? And just hold it here and extend. Allow the big thumbs to touch the ground. Leave your pinky to touch the ground. If this is too easy for some of us, allow the back of the palms to touch the ground. The shoulder heads to touch the ground. Just don't detach your back. Keep the back pressed against the ground. And stretch here, breathe. Supposed to be like a deep, deep breath, okay? If you can interlace the fingers and pull the shoulders back and down, you might feel some extension on the armpits while your back is being pushed down. Really work those psoas. You're trying to push the body down towards the mat as the legs are trying to stay open. You're going to feel a lot of internal shaking. Some of us will feel a lot of intense shaking. It's okay, just breathe into it. You're going to allow yourself to open those arms out like a T. And then slowly bring the knees together. Allow the feet to turn and face the ground. If the back wasn't as flat as it was before, make it flatter again. Allow the knees to sway side to side. I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to bring my arms alongside my body. Bring my feet in a little bit more. Move my hips off to the right side of me so I can roll towards you. Opening one arm out and then bringing that other hand up and above so it can place right in front of my face, or in front of my chest, I should say. Palm facing down, while the other hand that I'm leaning on is my pillow, palm is facing up. I'm just going to be here for a minute and just relax. Reflect on this time that I took. Reflect on the yoga journey. Reflect on my breath. Hope you had a couple of breaths here, just resting. Think about something you are grateful for. In the midst of all this chaos, in the midst of all of this tension and anxiety, throughout the practice we were working on just expelling that away from our bodies, our consciousness for this present moment in time. But I want you to think on something you're truly grateful for, even if it's minute. So let's say you found a penny on the floor yesterday. You are a penny richer. Woo! How awesome is that? The invention of chocolate. Oh my word, how delicious is that? I have fresh clean water. Oh, thank you. How refreshing is that? I'm in my house practicing yoga. Blessings. Just think of something small. It can be grand, it can be tiny. Doesn't matter. It's the gratitude that counts. And with that thought of gratitude, with that hope of a new day, with the joy of that beautiful thought that you just came in, to your mind. I want you to allow that gratitude feeling, that gratitude attitude, that gratitude thought to go up and down the body, wrap you up like if it's a nice, warm, cozy blanket on a very frigid night. Allow that gratitude thought to comfort you. And with that, I want you to take a deep breath in. And upon the exhale, push that hand against the ground and slowly roll yourself up. Really take the time to roll into a seated position. Keep your physical eyes closed. Place your hands onto your lap or right in front of your knees. Relax your shoulders, relax your head, close your eyes. Just feel how the body's feeling. See if you can notice how different it feels at this current moment in time compared to before. And you're going to lower your hands off your lap. And I want you to take a deep breath in, really deep. Elevate the hands, elevate the gaze to the sky. Continue to say thank you, thank you, thank you, even to yourself. Thank you for waking up this morning. Thank you for getting me in front of the computer. Thank you for allowing me to have this time to do this workout. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the water, thank you for the food. Thank you for the sun. And bring those palms together. Bend the elbows out to the side. Lower the palms onto the heart. Bring the head into a beautiful Zen Namaste pose. Allow a small smile to come on your face. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here. With the light to me, honor the light to you always. Namaste. Enjoy this class. Meet me again live for donation base every Sunday at 8. I will be sending an unlisted link every single time we have a group class. So once you pay for the class on New Reveal Yoga PayPal, you will get the link to the class and we can do different classes. So look forward to the schedule and see where you would like to pop up. And once you're there, I'll send you the link. But we will be live publicly every Sunday at 8 in the morning. Thank you for my computer administrator for lending me this computer. This is going to be a reliable computer. Yay, webcam. Technical difficulties out the way. May the light to me again, honor the light to you guys always. Namaste.